Greetings, internetizens, this is Elmerthien, and today I'll be playing Professor Layton and the Last Specter, which apparently is a prequel. I don't know how this stand. Like, will Luke be in it? Or will Claire be in it? And who's this guy with horns? And what's this London Live thing? Are we in London again? Bonus game? There's a bonus game? Only one? Press the A button? What? X. Objects on the screen are... Okay, where's the keyboard settings? X is the A button. It's important to let everyone enjoy their lives in their own way. Emma's health or happiness? Okay. Neutral expression. That smile looks kinda weird. It looks like she has 4 eyes. It doesn't wrap around. No over-the-shoulder braid? How is this trendy? Just a shirt and some pants. Or are those shorts? And stockings. Look, I'm going back with this, because I have no idea what this thing is about. Such confuzzlement. That doesn't even seem to be a minigame. It's just an extra game? This is a work of fiction.
Long ago, in a lawless age,
The Dark Age of
a pack
the Law?
bandits
That's not that
invaded
long
a
ago.
small village. Amidst the chaos, a terrified young farm girl
Built a mech?
played her flute to drown out the madness.
And drive the bandits into the
As
river?
the music spiraled high into the sky, a giant specter appeared above her.
Oh.
She begged the Specter to destroy the bandits,
Or turn them into
and it
spirals?
swiftly obeyed. The town was saved, and the specter vanished just as quickly as it had appeared. But the farm girl knew that in times of danger she needed only to play the flute, and the specter would appear again.
She's a summoner.
A quaint tale, wouldn't you say? Aye, master. I think the time has come for us to pen the next chapter. Of course, master.
Some skinny man?
Well, what do you think, Luke?
Ah,
Do you
not
see
that
anything
far.
yet?
No, nothing.
I'm still having a tough time buying all of this. It sounds like some scary bedtime story. Is this even possible?
Well, we'll soon find out.
Maybe there's technology involved.
And a poor little boy who predicts where the giant specter will appear.
Maybe it's a Scooby-Doo scam. And it's to fight bandits.
So what now? I mean, what if this thing
monster is
never
the good
even
guy?
shows up?
What on earth could that be?
An eerie song.
It sounds like music.
The flute. It must be.
In the teacup? Oh, it sounds more like a monster than a specter.
Quickly! To the window!
Oh, that is a ghost hand.
What is that thing?
It's a giant ghost bug.
Can this be?
Specter.
Are we the bandits? Ah. It's a claw mark.
Finally seeing this dark giant made me even more determined to help the professor keep his word. Together, we would shine the light of truth upon this ghastly shadow.
So this is Luke's backstory, I think. And who is this?
Oh?
Top of the morning.
Why, thank you very much. Professor? Oh, Professor? Professor, a letter just came for you. Oh.
A letter about a mystery to solve?
Thank you, Rosa. Ugh.
flower named Sarbec.
Sounds like someone was up researching all night. Again? It's no wonder the other professors are so intimidated by you.
Oh, they just think that I'm some young upstart.
You work too hard, Professor. It's no good. By the way, Dean Delmona came by and said he needed to speak to you, and that he would
What
drop
is
in
this?
later today. I don't know why he had to tell me that. He could have
Regards,
just come
Clark.
by later if you ask me.
After all these years?
Who's Clark again?
Rosa, I'm going out.
Aye?
Oh,
What?
thank you, Rosa.
I hope he remembers to eat something.
Good luck.
She looks like someone out of a Pokemon game.
See here. What was that about?
Nice to see you again, Professor Layton.
And you are?
Why didn't Dean Delmona tell you?
Tell me what?
I'm Emmy Altava, your new assistant. Call me Emmy.
I'm sorry, you're my...
Assistant? You do know what an assistant is, don't you?
She just assigned him an assistant out of nowhere.
Of course. I'm sorry, Miss Altava, but...
Professor, please, Emmy. And stop apologizing so much.
All right, Emmy. So sorry. But it seems that there has been some sort of mistake here.
Oh, I don't think so, Professor. Dean Delmona hired me himself. It seems that you have been too busy to attend your departmental meetings lately. Is that right?
Well, I suppose there might be some truth to that. However...
Oh, she's there to keep an eye on him and make sure he goes to meetings.
Sounds to me like if anyone needs an assistant, it's you. So, from now on, I'll be the backup on all your projects. Got it? Great. I can't wait to get started.
Assistant or supervisor?
I wasn't too surprised the professor didn't remember me. It had been some time since our first meeting, after all. And clearly he had a lot on his mind. Which is exactly why he needed an assistant like me. It was my first day on the job, and I was ready for anything. So I thought. We still had yet to meet the young boy who would help us unravel the strangest mystery I could have ever imagined. So what perplexing mystery are we hot on the trail of now?
A giant ghost bug that scratches buildings.
Why would you ask that?
Well, you're off to somewhere in quite a hurry. Something must have piqued your interest.
That intuition will serve you well.
What's this? A letter?
Very good. I received it about an hour ago. Go ahead, read it aloud.
Herschel, my dear old friend,
I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little town is in the most extraordinary predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes. I am convinced you can help stop this madness. Please, come soon. Regards, Clark. A giant? Oh, that's... How well do you know this person?
Clark and I go back a long way. I can't imagine he would fabricate stories for no reason. I find the other message in the letter very interesting as well.
Other message?
This time it's not a map. Oh no!
I think I've got this one. You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Well, something bad is going on. I found the secret message using the first letter of each line. Hemi, you may just turn out to be quite valuable as an assistant after all. Oh, well, thank you, Professor. That means a lot coming from you. Help SOS. Why do you need to hide this in some sort of code? Someone wants to prevent them from calling for help. My question as well. Clark and I have been friends for many years. If he wanted to tell me something, he wouldn't have to hide it. I'm not yet certain what this means. Ooh, how mysterious! My first day on the job and it's already so Layton-esque. Layton-esque? What on earth does that? Emmy, have you heard of me before today? Heard of you? Of course I've heard of you. I know everything about you, Professor. Herschel Layton. At age 27, he became youngest professor in the history of Misthallery University. Published in numerous academic journals, which I could recite chronologically if you like. Astute intellect and preternatural skill of observation have been utilized by Scotland Yard to solve some of London's most difficult criminal cases. Single, 34 years old, Capricorn. I made that last part up, just a guess. Well, you've certainly done your homework. I can see why Dean Dalmona hired you. When I asked Dean Dalmona about the position, I told him I wouldn't take no for an answer. Interesting. May I ask you why you were so intent on working me? She wants in on the adventure, of course. He doesn't remember. Emmy? So, where did you say we are headed, Professor? I didn't. Emmy, if you are to be my assistant, we must set a few rules. The motorbike is on top of the car. As an English gentleman, I can never allow you to follow me into a dangerous situation. Oh, this is because of his trauma with Claire. That's also why he tried to forbid Flora from going on adventures with him. It sounds reasonable. Let's just remember that there are exceptions to every rule. She's a biker chick, what does they worry about? She's been in more dangerous situations than well, maybe he hasn't been in more dangerous situations than him, but she can handle it. English gentleman. Haha, you're funny, Professor. Yes, well, thank you. In answer to your question, we are headed to the town of Misthallery. Misthallery? Misthallery, why is that name familiar? About 6 months ago, some ancient remains were discovered there. How ancient? You mean like a trilobite? You probably read about it in the Times. Yes, I remember reading that the fabled Golden Garden might be located in Misthallery. And now a close friend of yours who lives in Misthallery has sent an urgent plea for help. A great archaeological find linked to a mysterious letter, all surrounded by an air of danger. I can't imagine a situation possibly being more Laytonesque. Emmy, can you refrain from saying, "Oh, never mind"? It's very unlike Clark to write on a typewriter and secretly ask for help. Golden Garden. It's a weird name. Misthallery. So this is Misthallery, huh? It feels a little eerie. Misthallery is known for its thick fog. Some say the town is straight out of a fairy tale. Not any fairy tale I ever heard. Car needs a wash. The river is pretty impressive. Several canals flow through the town and into the river here. Well, there's certainly no danger of a drought hitting them here. What's that on top of that hill? It appears to be a house. Think maybe that's where your friend Mr. Triton lives? Ah, Luke's father. It seems a bit ominous for Clark's tastes, but perhaps... I've got a strange feeling about that place. Something about it. Oh, here comes someone. Maybe he knows where we can find Mr. Triton. Can't swim here. New sound effects. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Misthallery. I'm Aldous. Charmed. Nice hat. Let me show you something the locals keep secret. The wobbly things. Beautiful. She shines like the sun. Mint coins. And with that, he's gone. What an interesting fellow. We didn't even get to ask him if he knows where your friend lives, Professor. That's alright for now. Oddly enough, there was no return address on Clark's letter. Well, I'm sure someone in town knows him. Let's ask around. car sounded like the wobbly things. And get used to the new sound effects. Oh, before I forget, Professor. Kitten, this is about the save mechanics. Exclusive information? I'm certain. Yeah. We got the decoded letter from Clark. Got a cool new sidekick. Golden Garden was discovered in the town. Misthallery, where the halls of mist are kept. Professor, rise and shine! Rosa, what time is it? Time to greet the day! You know, Professor, only philanderers and politicians sleep in their offices. Well, Rosa, sometimes it just cannot be helped. Yes, just like you couldn't help making a mess of the place again. Is this how an English gentleman behaves? Half-open books all over the place like cookie crumbs? I'm still reading them. I'll put them away soon, Rosa, I promise. Well, if you would just put them away in your head, then I could put them away on the shelves. Ah, hello, Layton. Sorry to disturb your... late night, was it? Dean Dalmona, come in. Yes, I was burning a bit of the midnight oil. You know how that goes. Not anymore, I don't. I'm the Dean. If you have a moment, Layton, I could use your help with a puzzle. My dear little granddaughter asked me for the answer. Dean Dalmona, you should be ashamed of yourself, a grown man who can't solve his own puzzles. I'm doing this as a service to my granddaughter, Rosa. Allow me to take over from here, Rosa. Dean Dalmona, let me take a look at the puzzle. The next time I see an open book on the floor, I'll just go ahead and put it on the shelf in the waste bin. Oh, Layton, did you read the article about the Golden Garden? I've been fascinated by that legend ever since I was knee-high to a scarab beetle. What is your take on what they have discovered this far? Oh, I'm flattered that you would ask. In my opinion, if they did discover the Golden Garden, then they would just mess it up with a fish and chips shop next to the ticket booth. Mark my words. No puzzle? Maybe the change of sounds represents a change of characters commenting. Hey there, Gramps! New in town? Gramps! The professor doesn't look that old. That's alright, Emmy. Do you know where the Triton residence is, young man? Sure, but I'm not telling you unless you solve my puzzle. These 4 photos were taken at the same location. 3 of these were shot by tourists who took turns taking pictures of each other. One of those photos was taken on a completely different day. This one is the birds. What does that tell you about the day? This thing. Is that someone's bag? It's on this one too. There's no change in the scenery. No construction sites.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
What?
A little more thought is in order.
Maybe the indication is that they're looking at the camera.
This took some creative thinking.
No?
It appears as though I've missed something.
Two more options. Different day not confirmed. A different hour.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
Amazing! You sure know your puzzles for someone your age? Aha! Quite! Now then, you were going to tell us where to find the Triton residence. That old Triton guy lives straight across the road bridge and then left off the crossroads. But isn't the foggy area beneath the crossroads? I live up in North Alley, but we had to evacuate the area. Evacuate? Why is that? The Oracle said it would be dangerous there, so we had to go. Oracle? Who or what is that? I don't know, but my mom says the Oracle has saved a lot of people from getting hurt. Professor, what do you think this Oracle could be? I'm not sure, and perhaps it has something to do with the giant in Clark's letter. I'm waiting for my mom. Old people are slow. Especially old moms. What time is it? Oh no, I'll night! How long have you two been standing there? If the chief hears I was snoozing again, I'm done for. We've only been here a moment or no longer. I hope I didn't say anything while I was napping. No matter. I trust you'll keep this to yourselves. Nothing important. Misthallery is close to visitors. Promise you won't mention this to the chief and I can let you pass. Rest assured, our lips are sealed. Phew, thank you. You are quite the gentleman. I'll be off then. I have sworn to protect, you know. Seem to be some jars and vases and cloth. This thing has a Pokeball on it. What? It's like someone duct tape on the bridge to make it look like a spider web. Professor, there are 2 rope bridges here, but one is sealed off. And it appears that this is the bridge we need to use. The ropes are all tied up in these ridiculous knots. Oh, those are ropes. Can't we just put up yellow caution tape? I wouldn't even know where to start untying them all. Well, I suppose one could go through all that trouble, or... Do you have a sword? Or what, Professor? Undoing all of the knots appears to be quite an arduous task. One can do away with all of the ropes by cutting it in one place. Take another look, and the whole thing can be undone with one cut? Yes. Look closer and tell me where you think we should cut it. Alright, let's see what we have. I realized I don't have a reset or a menu screen. I mean a memo screen. But this seems about right. I had to do it in MS Paint. Correct. Cutting that one spot accidentally skipped will unravel the whole thing. I'm starting to get a feel for what being your assistant is like. You're doing a wonderful job this far, Emmy. Who do you think is responsible for this? Well, there is no sign indicating a bridge collision. I suspect it is the work of a local mischief maker. Right. If the bridge were unstable and dangerous, it wouldn't just simply be roped off, would it? This bridge may have its best years behind it. I don't think we need to worry, however. I wish I shared your confidence, Professor. I can't believe people still use this bridge. Do you have a fear of bridges? Of bridges? No. Of this bridge? Yes. You can't even drive on it. This sheltered city lady doesn't know that there are bridges that you can only walk on. There must be another route into town for automobiles. Of course! Well, I'll move your car later, Professor. I'd hate for anything to happen to it. No need, Emmy. I'm sure it will be fine. Let's go ahead and make our way across. Wait, Professor, look! Mouse? I got a mouse badge? Twin bridges built simultaneously. What? Mark it this way. Lots of water in the town. Wrong way first. There appears to be a road leading off in that direction as well. Should we head down that way? The sign says the market is that way. Let's find Clark first, and then perhaps we can take a look. What? Oh my, Professor! Look at this house! It's completely destroyed! The road here is damaged as well. I wonder if this has something to do with Mr. Triton's letter. We need a record of this. Oh, you have a camera. Of course, gathering data can only help an investigation. I hope no one was hurt here. If this is the work of some giant, then Misthallery is in great danger. Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Let's find Mr. Triton. I've never seen a mark quite like that before. What do you think that symbol is supposed to mean? Don't touch the witch's mark! Not unless you wanna end up like Brooke! Oh my, you startled me, sir! I startle myself sometimes. I used to complain about this dump, but look at it now. Was this your house? I'm so sorry, my good man. Was this my house? You bet it was. The operative word here being was. The witch's mark appeared, and then the windows went smash, and the walls went boom, and the roof went oh no! How? You're looking for some nice warm revolver head? I'll sell cheap! At least now it gets all sorts of natural light and natural moisture. Professor, is he going to be okay? I can't be certain. Perhaps we could help if we knew a bit more about this witch's mark. A mysterious giant and a witch all in one town? This could get very interesting. Maybe the witch summoned the giant. There is a wooden crate here. Did someone leave it behind? Perhaps. This reminds me of a puzzle. Would you like to try it? You have been told to get one of the 16 boxes from a stack. A note that describes which box to grab got smudged. The color of the box on its left. No, the boxes above and below are the same color, and there are boxes on all sides of it.
I'll handle this one, Professor.
What? No?
I need to look at that again.
Maybe the left and right boxes are a different color? Come on. Only an option. Oh, the middle box is the same color as the box below it.
What do you think about this? I did it, Professor.
did it. As your assistant, Professor, I should be able to get easy ones like that. Your attitude is exemplary, Emily. Now I can expect plenty of air circulation in the summer, or in the season, actually. No information from him. Which is Mark? Mark's house is for unauthorized demolition. What? Where's the water pipes? Oh dear, what trouble? Do you need help, madam? May we be of assistance? My cart fell over. Now my cart is empty and the street is full of my stuff. Perhaps we can help you put it all back in your car. Yes, oh please, I would be so grateful. Reloading the cart. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Let's make a rectangle. Well, I've got it. And it seems that the pictures don't really connect.
This took some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
What's this? Here, girl. Your belongings are now in order. Oh, thank you. Now I must hurry and evacuate the area. Is there an emergency? Hey, there's a monster! And a witch. Haven't you heard? A giant is destroying the town. I packed my stuff as fast as I could. The police gave the order to evacuate, but I wasn't leaving all of my stuff behind. Of course, if the Oracle weren't around, we wouldn't have had any warning at all. This Oracle? What is he, or she, or it? Oh, I don't ask questions. The police hear from the Oracle, and they inform everyone else. You two should be careful walking around town. And thank you again. I can move this child. Professor, it seems that everyone here fully believes in this giant, even the police. Home's ruined. An all-out evacuation in progress. These are most certainly related to Clark's letter. The Triton house is up ahead. Let's find Clark as quickly as possible. But where is the mouse? That fridge just fell. The road ahead has been blocked off. Find another way around if you want to go up there. It appears we can't go that way. It sounded like we need to take a left to get to Clark's house. Now, just hold on a second, Yus. Yes, can we help you with something? I'll be asking the question around here. Tourists probably like a good puzzle here and there. Let me tell you how things work around here. Solve 5 puzzles in a row and you'll get something nice. What do you mean by that? Who suddenly promoted you to the rank of question asker? Now you're bothering me at my work. Be off with you quick like. You called us over. Well, Professor, what do you think that officer was talking about? It's hard to say. I suppose we'll find out when we solve 5 consecutive puzzles. Between the 2 of us, Professor, we'll do it in no time. Haha, I hope so, Emmy. Now let's find Clark's house before it gets too late. Did he mean 5 puzzles with consecutive numbers? What's it? Borrow 10, get the 11th book 3. This is a library. Moss on the roof. At least it's not ivy. This looks like it might be quite an impressive library. Perhaps we can browse its text later. It appears to be closed today. Let's move on to the Triton residence. I'm eager to speak with Clark. According to what the boy said, the Triton house is the other way. Let's go back to the intersection we passed earlier. Check out this boat, Professor. The people of Misthallery must navigate the town via their canals. They probably travel by boat as much as they do in foot. It's like Venice, only weirder. I imagine that boats are used here more than automobiles. We must take a boat ride before we leave, Professor. Well, after we have spoken with Clark, let us find ourselves a boat. The Triton house should be just over this bridge, shall we? I just kinda wanna catch the mouse. Say, hey there! I don't think I've seen you folks before. Bucky is my name and boats are my game. If you're new to Misthallery, you're not getting away without taking a ride in one of my beauties. I can take you anywhere in town in the flesh. It's better than flying. We'll keep that in mind during our investigation, thank you. You look like puzzle faring folk. How about a quick one? You need to get 1 dog, 2 cats and 3 baby chicks across the river. Wow. You can take 2 animals at a time. If you leave the dog with just 1 cat, there will be a fight. The chicks on the riverbank must outnumber the cats. There are stretched letters.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
Say, that's good work. Remember, if you want to get around in a flash, just find Bucky. 5. Interrupt not a man on the job. I'm busy and I have no more time for the likes of you. Let's make our way to Clark's. I solved 5 puzzles though. What does this mean? These people are evacuating. Mouse? Oh no. It's so wonderful breathing in the clean air and living amidst such lush greenery. With the canals, Misthallery must be an ideal place for plant growth. Look over there. The green just seems to go on forever. From here the town looks beautiful as opposed to eerie. Aha! I'm inclined to agree. The mouse continues to load. Do you think that large house up there is the Triton residence? You two looking for the mayor's roast? No, we're actually looking for Clark Triton's residence. That's what I just said, bird brain! Oh well. I wasn't aware that Clark was the mayor. Been a while since you've seen him? How long have you been cooped up under a rock? Mayor Triton has been in office for about a year now. He does a good job, what with all the troubles. He's pretty cool. Okay, Birdman. Well, here we are. This place looks huge. Yes, it appears that Clark has done quite well for himself. Let's try the door. There's a puzzle in the mailbox. This is the Triton's mailbox. It seems a bit worse for wear. It looks okay to... Oh no, the sign just fell off. Don't worry, Emily. I think we can handle this. Ooh, more assembly. When you opened the mailbox, all of the side panels fell off. These panels spelled out the word post. But how? Probably negative space. No rotating this time.
This took some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
But how did those disjointed panels stick together? See? All better. Well done, Professor. It looks as good as new. Coming! Yes? May I help you? Hello, my name is Layton. I'm an old friend of Mr. Triton's. He should be expecting me. I will inform Master Triton. Please wait here. Someone left a broom here. Leaving this just sitting here makes things look rather shabby. However, it does remind me of a puzzle. See for yourself. What are we mopping up? Evidence? These perforated mops take 2 days to dry after they've been used, and the handle completely breaks after the just 3 uses. What is the minimum number of mops that you would need to clean every day for a 30-day month? Well... see? Mopping the floor every day. Implying that there's something wrong with the shower or the water lines or something. The flat always gets flooded. Well, I did some MS Paint graphic representation and I got to 12.
I'll handle this one, Professor. All right, Let me try that again.
Not 12. Might spread it out a little bit. Might be a 10? If you spread it to the uses of 1 more?
I think I've got this one. You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
So you see puzzles where others only see household objects. Haha, I suppose that's true. I'm going to try that too. Okay, what's a good start? Light bulbs? Sponges? Flatware? Let's figure out what this 5 puzzles in a row thing refers to.
What do you think about this? That puzzle was no problem.
Some puzzles must be met directly. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I'll handle this one, Professor. I did it, Professor.
This took some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution. Some puzzles must be met directly.
So,
No
do I get
puzzles
a reward or
without an
something?
answer.
I don't suppose you were planning on visiting the Oracle here in town? What is this Oracle? Oh, I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm just a poor old maid. You should ask Doland about it. Thank you. We shall. Sir, madam, Mr. Triton will see you now in the parlor. The parlor is through the door on the left. Wait there. Thank you, my good man. It seems like Luke's father is the lord of this city. Well, the mayor. Some roses. Nothing upstairs. Oh, that's the way out. And that's the door to the parlor, and this door leads nowhere. Animation.
Ah, I can't believe my eyes. Herschel, how long has it been?
Ah, too long, my good friend.
And who might this be?
Oh, of course. How rude of me.
I'm the professor's assistant, Emmy Altava. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Triton. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you. Herschel, an assistant. Well, we both seem to have moved up in the world.
Hardly. Truth be told, Emmy has already proven herself my equal.
Herschel, as humble as ever. Emmy, back in London, Layton and I both wanted to be elite archaeologists.
Oh, you're an archaeologist, or at least one. Well, at least you studied archaeology.
One of us certainly succeeded, and somehow I found myself as mayor of this small, rural town.
You got into politics.
That is no small feat, Clark.
Oh, Herschel, no need to humor me. It is amusing at best, I'll give you that. But all that aside, please, tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I came as soon as I received your letter.
Letter? I'm sorry, Herschel. What letter is that?
The letter that... Did you not send this letter? Please, have a look.
Then who was letter?
I certainly did not write that. But who would have forged it?
Who indeed? Have you made any enemies recently?
Or someone who might secretly try to save you?
Of course, Herschel. I'm the mayor. It appears to me that someone wanted you here in town.
Yes, that is what I am thinking now as well.
So, who wrote the secret message?
Good question, Emmy.
Mr. Triton, there was a hidden plea for help in that letter.
Clark, do you think this is simply the work of some prankster?
I don't think a prankster would go around destroying buildings.
No, unfortunately I don't. Misthallery is in grave danger. We have indeed been under attack by some sort of mysterious giant, just as that letter states. It wreaks havoc at night when the fog is thick. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it is true.
But how can that be?
I must confess I have yet to see this giant with my own eyes. However, the destruction of homes and buildings left in its wake, that is quite enough evidence for me. The townspeople are afraid. They believe that the Specter has returned with a vengeance.
The Specter?
There's a legend here that tells of an ancient spirit, a Specter.
So that's the dude with horns.
When the town was in danger, the Specter would act as Misthallery's guardian in its moment of need.
Kinda looks like Alf.
But this Spectre is different. Instead of protecting us, it is trying to destroy us.
Summon the original Spectre! Kaiju fight! Well, ghost kaiju
I'm doing
fight.
all I can, but if we are dealing with an ancient entity, then I fear my efforts are in vain. As the mayor, it is my duty to keep this town and its citizens safe. But Herschel, could you...
Sir,
What is it, Doland?
pardon me, sir, but you mentioned that Professor Layton worked on some difficult cases for Scotland Yard. You said, with great pride, that he had assisted in solving them all.
This isn't a case for the police, this is a case for 4 kids and a dog.
Perhaps we could ask for his assistance here as well.
Of course, Doland. I suppose I have no other choice.
I suppose an archaeologist can help too.
Herschel, will you help us? Please, for an old friend.
Of course, Clark. I would never refuse a friend in need. I assure you, I will do what I can.
Thank you, Herschel. I am eternally in your debt.
Things are starting to get good, eh, Professor?
Before we go, Clark, I haven't even asked about Brenda, or your son. How is Luke?
My wife is fine. She's away. Family matters. Luke has shut himself up in his room, as usual.
Shut himself up playing video games.
I would like to say hello to Luke, if that is all right. I haven't seen him since he was a baby.
Of course. I think he might enjoy that. I should warn you, he has been withdrawn lately. Some days, I can't even get him out of his room. I ask him what the matter is, and he responds with silence. Perhaps it will be good for him to talk to someone outside of the family. I would appreciate that, Herschel.
Maybe he just feels better alone.
My pleasure, Clark. I shall have a few words with Luke before Emmy and I begin our investigation.
I guess he is the Oracle. But it's been the end of the chapter, and I think I'll see you guys next time.